Jermaine and welcome back to another week of Inside Adelaide. On tonight's show, plans to ban smoking in Rundle Mall, the campaign challenging Australians to live below the poverty line, plus fans welcome the first Armageddon Expo to Adelaide. But first tonight, well, the Fringe opening parade is usually one of the festival's biggest draw cards, but thanks to some wet and wild weather this year, the event had to be postponed. But organisers weren't going to let anything rain on their parade this Sunday when, with the sun shining, the event finally went ahead.
The sun was shining and the street performers were ready as crowds gathered to watch the Adelaide Fringe Parade last Sunday. The rescheduled afternoon time slot created a family-friendly environment as parts of the original parade were combined with new elements to bring the audience something different.
Everyone comes out and about. It's great.
Lots of different acts to see. There's lots of things to do.
And that all the children and their families can come out together and enjoy all the colour and spectacle of what the Fringe provides.
The Fringe is great.
We like the atmosphere, the food and wine.
Really vibrant and everyone's having a good time. It's just really nice, all the shows.
It's really good. It makes Adelaide a bit more interesting. You know, there's a lot more going on, and I think it's good that it draws out a lot of families and that kind of stuff. It's really good.
All the people, and I love that everyone comes. Like so many people come to watch it.
The people, the noise, just the feeling of being alive.
The parade featured around 200 dancers, musicians, acrobats and performers, all of who had originally prepared for the Friday night's cancelled event.
Yes, obviously we all got organised and everyone was ready to do it Friday night. None of us were sure if it was going to go ahead until the very last minute. But that just meant that everything was ready for today and we didn't have to do any preparation.
Yeah, we were there on the original night. It would have been good if the original one went through because it was twice as big, not split into two. So.
And it was raining.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun.
So we're standing around in the rain for an hour and a half, but we'll do it again if we had to.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And the verdict on when the Fringe Parade should be held next year?
Yeah, I think you should do it twice. Lots of the kids can't come out for the Friday night, so yeah, work for us.
On the opening night, sort of start off the atmosphere, but I suppose if the weather's bad, then yeah, change the date.
I guess Sunday it's sort of more family orientated. I guess on the Fridays it's a lot of I see a lot of underage binge drinking, all that sort of stuff happening. More of a party scene, whereas this is more of a family day.
As busy as on a Friday night, especially for all the workers trying to get home, and it's pretty congested on a Friday night.
I probably think that Sunday only because it makes life easier for people that have got children and they want to bring them out. On a Friday night, a lot of children are too young to come out, and it obviously goes later into the night, so I think Sundays is a good day to come out.
It's good fun, and it was a bit different doing it in the middle of the day. Just normally we do it, on a Friday night. So it's a completely different feel. It's a bit more fatey, sort of family day. Yeah, very different, but it's good.
Sky Hockless, Inside Adelaide.
Well, South Australia is known for its diverse food and wine culture, but how often are restaurants acknowledged for their culinary achievements? The Restaurant and Catering Awards are coming up soon, and chefs around Adelaide are ready to put their skills to the test.
A select group of customers will begin to dine out this week with more than just food on their minds, as the judging begins for the 11th Annual Restaurant and Catering Awards.
The Restaurant Awards is a consumer-based assessment of restaurants, looking to market the industry to the public by telling them who the best are.
Utopia Restaurant at Waterfall Gully is one of the 300 restaurants and catering businesses expected to enter this year's competition. Finalists in last year's awards, owners Justin and Kelly Marcos, hope 2011 will be a winning year for Utopia.
Last year with these Restaurant and Catering Awards we entered, and we were only open for 10 weeks when we were judged, and we were finalists in Best New Restaurant, Wine List of the Year and Chef of the Year. This year we're entered in Best Breakfast and also Informal Restaurant, so see how we go.
As one of Adelaide's heritage-listed buildings given a new lease of life, and a newcomer to the restaurant scene, Utopia is an example of the calibre of talent showcased in the awards.
When Kelly and I took over the business February last year, so 13 months ago, it was very much known for coffee, scones and ice cream, and that's pretty much it. We have since introduced a full lunch menu, full breakfast menu. We've got an amazing wine cellar, which is open for anyone to go down, fish through, pick out a nice bottle of wine that they might not have heard of before. We've got the best breakfast in the country. We're yet to win that award, but we're working on it.
Entering businesses are judged by a pool of 45 anonymous diners, trained by former entrant and restaurant owner Kathy Kitt.
There are 55 criteria that the judge has to measure against when they go to visit the restaurant, from the telephone reception when they book, through to the greeting when they arrive, through to the table setting. So it's the whole experience. So it's basically from a consumer's point of view, and they assess it against the criteria, which is then compared with the other restaurants within that category, and obviously the highest score is the winner.
I love these awards. They're not necessarily, even if you win, doesn't mean that you're amazing or anything like that. It's just a really good way to see where you're at as opposed to everyone else in the industry. And it's also a reality check in that you can see what you need to improve on. It's always nice to have feedback from judges, and then you can see what areas of the business that we need to focus on and continue to improve.
The awards are seen as providing good publicity for local businesses, research showing that such recognition means a lot to consumers when choosing their next venue to eat out.
That business sees a significant spike in business after winning an award.
And it'd just be a real nice recognition for all the hard work that everyone's put in. It'd be wonderful to win.
But the awards are about more than certificates and individual businesses boosting their profits. They present an opportunity to acknowledge the efforts of an unpredictable industry in a tough economic climate.
For me, the whole awards thing, like restaurant and catering, is such an important industry body for our industry. I mean, they go into bat for us for so many things, for workplace relations, for wage rights, for anything that me as a business owner's got as a question. And the fact that they put these awards together, it's just one more way of all of us figuring out, what everyone else is doing and how they're doing it.
Even those that don't win their category still get a lot out of it, because they get a benchmarking report afterwards which shows on every criteria how they compare with the winner and how they compare with the average of that within that category. So it's a really useful tool for them to take back to their staff and use as a staff training tool.
Winners of the awards will be announced mid-year at a gala night held at the Adelaide Convention Centre.
Last year we had almost 1,300 people at that event, so it's a really big night, and it's like the Academy Award for restaurants. So they all get dolled up and have a very glamorous night.
Like Utopia, restaurants all around South Australia will be polishing their performances over the next few months, hoping it will be their name called at the awards gala on the 25th of July.
I'd say have a good crack at it and just enjoy the ride. Do your best.
Alice Welby, Inside Adelaide.
Don't go away, because after the break we'll see how the Adelaide Film Festival wrapped up.